Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Leadership Void podcast. I'm Enrique with my co-host Vince to bring you the best in our veteran military spouse and first responder community. And Vince will introduce today's guest.
Thanks, Enrique. I am honored to have the pleasure of introducing Kyle Evans, the founder of Recon Solutions Group from Orlando. Happy July, everyone. Happy July, Kyle. Let's start off. Tell us a little bit about you.
Absolutely, Vince and Enrique. Thank you guys for having me on, and thank you guys for what you do and the voice that you create for this community. A little bit about myself. I retired tag sergeant in the United States Army in 2010. I was medically retired after being wounded in Iraq in '07. Moved to Central Florida to support the Department of Veteran Affairs and the Homeless Veteran Supporting Employment Program in early 2011, which was part of Secretary Success's initiative to end homelessness amongst veterans by 2015. In that role, I supported homeless and incarcerated veterans getting competitive employment throughout Central Florida. And in early 2014, decided to resign from that role and become an entrepreneur and started Recon Solutions Group, which is a guard services company providing armed and unarmed security guard services to commercial and federal clients.
Now, I love that transition from military to civilian military service, and then now your own civilian entity. Now, I wanted to ask a little bit more if you could share about Redcon Solutions Group.
Sure. So Redcon started in 2014. We provide armed and unarmed security guard services with an emphasis supporting FEMA and DHS and rapid deployment support. We've been providing forms and support and that is for like the last 8 years now. We've probably met probably around 550 to 600,000 hours of service to the Department of Homeland Security supporting these disasters, primarily in the Southeast United States. We support other agencies really all over the country, as far as Northwest as Washington State, as far as Southwest as Arizona, and everything in between. So it's been a wild, fun ride. A big part of what we try to do is create opportunities for veterans and their spouses. It might not necessarily be a career for everybody, but it can be a legitimate stepping stone, just to kind of keep things going while they kind of figure out what it is that they want to do for the long haul.
Yeah, you obviously also creating addressing that void that there's out there for entrepreneurs and also veterans and the spouses. So thank you. 10 years in the making. Congratulations on 10-year anniversary coming up or just passed. But you share with the audience entrepreneurship challenges or lessons learned.
A lot of challenges, a lot of lessons learned. In the world of government contracting and what we do, we lose far more than we win. And so the most important component is to just maintain the resiliency, not give up, keep showing up, remaining consistent. And, I think part of what has attributed to our success was, those were core values that were instilled in us, basic training. And, we were able to just build off of those. And, I think that really just we're able to take the same skill set that I obtained in the military and apply that to entrepreneurship. And it's worked out well.
I love that things are working out, and yes, a lot of challenges on the entrepreneurship road, and we've seen that. But you've been pretty well equipped as you journeyed. You just received an award not so long ago here locally, and so congratulations on that. It's a tough road sometimes, but sometimes it's also the mountaintops, right, that you get to visit. And so kudos to you and Recon Solutions. Now, what's on the horizon for your company?
We're just continuing to support our clients and continue to focus on veteran employment and pushing the needle within veteran entrepreneurship. And, just trying to continue to grow and continue to provide quality service and to take care of our people.
Yes, sir. Grow indeed you are doing and you will do. So here's to you and here's to your company and the growth. Speaking of growth, how do you grow as an entrepreneur, as a leader So what do you do to sharpen your skill sets?
I think you never stop learning. You never stop trying to be better. You wake up and you try to improve every day. You try to build on the good things from yesterday and learn from the things that didn't go so well. And continue to put one foot in front of the other and remain resilient. But then, also a big part of that, and I've learned it more so over the last 3 or 4 years versus the first, 6 or 7 that we were really ingrained in it is, self-care is very important. It's very important to take care of your health, both physically and mentally. It's important to treat your body right. You got to continue to make time for your family and the important things. It's sometimes as entrepreneurs, it's hard to turn it off. It's hard to put it away. But you gotta, it's a balancing act, and it's easier said than done oftentimes, but it's something that you have to try and be mindful of.
Definitely. And, as you progress through with your company and professionally and personally, you realize that learning doesn't ever stop. And so, a good thing for you to handle to make you the best leader possible. Talking about becoming the best leader possible, what advice did you receive that you would like to pass on to an emerging leader today?
You know, you just got to be selfless. You know what I mean? You really have to put the needs of others and before your own. You have to truly care about your team members, because those are the ones that are moving the needle, making things happen. Redcon has been very, very, successful and has been fortunate to win a few awards and stuff. But I only play a small part in that. A large part of that is the culture we create and our ability to motivate those that we employ to provide quality service to those that we serve. A big part of that starts with the employment of veterans. We provide support to a lot of VAs around the country. And, it's important for us to put, like-minded individuals in those type of surroundings because they're more equipped to deal with their fellow brothers and sisters than just somebody that does not have that training or does not have, that type of the ability to build and develop that before. And, being mindful of things like that, uh, you know, helps us, continue to grow and continue to put a positive light on that time. And so, it's all for its benefits. What I mean? I just try to drive the ship and keep it from under the ground.
Yeah, definitely team mentality, empowering others, not about you, it's about the team, right? About them. So I love everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely, truly so. Also, love to hear a memorable leadership aha moment either you had while you were in the service or through your entrepreneurship journey.
You know, there, Uh, it's hard to pick just one, but I think, I've had a lot of great mentors. I've had some really good leaders that I've served under, in the most austere environments. And I think I was just able to, pull positive qualities and attributes from each of those and try to develop that into my leadership style. Fair but firm, obviously remain empathetic. Everybody's going through something. And so, you just try to be cognizant of, of those around you what inspires them to bring out the best. Not everybody, adapts to the same leadership style. And so, you can't always put everybody in this square box. And so I think remaining to be, adaptable and agile, really, really helps tremendously.
Yeah, and definitely putting people in boxes will create challenges. And talking about challenges,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
and we spoke a little bit about entrepreneurship challenges, but what kind of strategies do you use with yourself or your team to deal with change and challenges?
You know, Enrique, we do business with the federal government. And one thing that, I've learned from my time in service and working for the federal government now, serving the federal government continuously you have to learn to be adaptable. You have to be agile because things are ever changing and constantly evolving. And I think that the more receptive you are to those changes and those evolutions, because it starts so high up and it's such a big train to try and stop, the more successful you'll be. You just kind of, and that's one of the things that you have to convey to your team. Is that things change, and we have to maintain a positive attitude, and just be adaptable and try to support the best we can.
You're speaking just truly to a military individuals, right? You could change and adaptability and being agile happens every day in our service. And here you are transitioning that to the local economy. So thank you for everything you do. 10 years in the making and 10 more years celebrating that. Hopefully we'll be at the 20th. Hopefully you have a big party.
Absolutely.
But folks listening in, Kyle, how they get a hold of you and Recon Solutions Group?
Sure. So our website is www.redconsolutionsgroup.com. My email address is kyle.evans@redconsolutionsgroup.com. And they are really welcome to reach out through our channels at 407-601-0567. We're always looking for we're always looking to bring on veterans and to help veterans get in the field, whether it's on the service side, on the commercial side, or on the sales side, or operations. And so please reach out if you're interested. We'd love to talk more.
Well, folks, we will have all that information as part of the show notes and video for you to get a hold of Kyle and his services through his company. And if you want to get a hold of us at the Leadership Void Podcast, the Leadership Void at gmail.com is where you'll send that correspondence. If you'd like to see a special speaker or a leadership topic covered, you'll do it by those means.
And we also thankful for our sponsors, Triple Nickel, a hero for kids, and FAVOB. But today is all about Kyle. If you want to join Kyle's army, you know how to go about doing so. He talked about it at Recon Solutions Group. Kyle, thank you for being on the show and have a great day.
Hey, thank you guys for having me in here as well.